Here's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Thomas. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's McDonald to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
A strong running. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Dillon. And down to the 36-yard line here. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing is McDonald. It's caught here by Adams. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. Oh, he pulls over him. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Allen now looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Second and 10. Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Allen. And Davis with it left side. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there.
Allen hit. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw in that play with a loss. after one on EA Sports. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's 2nd and 10. The give is to Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the gun, it's McDonald. Throwing right, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. McDonald sets to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brings up 3rd and
5. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. McDonald. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Allen's throw is complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run with Montgomery. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Rashawn Gary made that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal, the last 2 plays having gone backwards. Allen going to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox as the first half is winding down, and the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good, and the lead is now 10-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get off the field. Switch it, switch it, switch it, kid, switch it. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Out of the gun, McDonald. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Here's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Uncorks one for Davis, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory there if they're stopped. Throwing now is Allen. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
On second down, Montgomery running right through him. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a second and long after the holding call. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back out.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Thomas. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Play action. It's McDonald. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a first and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21. Back to throw. McDonald.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McDonald. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check 26, check 27.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. McDonald to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Now a handoff to Dillon.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. He's going to be marked down very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Isaiah McKenzie now on the return.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
On second down, it's Montgomery, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And a great return here gets us all the way down to the 26-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Now Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McDonald. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Off the option, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that's the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
McKenzie returning it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. 2nd and 5 now. Allen. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
2nd and 12. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Here's McDonald to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he'll be brought down after a nice gain, a pickup of 20. They go play action with McDonald.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing is McDonald. A check down here to Jones.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team...
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Thomas. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that's complete to Adams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McDonald. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. McDonald. Oh, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel.
And he can't find anywhere to go. And it goes down. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage trying to get a goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
2nd and 20. What can Allen do now with his drive? They're able to complete it to Montgomery, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. Allen. That's taken in by Knox. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Here's Matt Hawk now on for a very important punt here in overtime. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down?
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Charles, I think this is protecting your home turf. if they were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Packers, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will hit the road next week to